Number 1. You cannot seem to find anyone else. Many a times we tend to search for things in the wrong places. Maybe you have experienced one of those moments where you have upturned the whole house looking for a particular thing and probably searched everywhere possible, only to discover that it has been right in your pocket. Just imagine the feeling afterwards. The same thing applies to us in relationships and marriages. You might have been looking for the love of your life everywhere, hoping that it would show up and sweep you off your feet. Maybe you have tried your hands at some relationships, but it did not work out. In most cases, you might even turn to this close friend of yours to discuss your relationship failures, seeking their advice, and wanting to know if perhaps there is something wrong with you. The reason is not far-fetched. All those other people you are searching for are not the ones for your life. The one that God wants for you is that close friend of yours, and the earlier you realize and accept this, the better. You do not have to look too far. The fact that nothing else seems to work should make you pause and reflect. Especially when you know that the fault is not from your end. That is, you are not doing something wrong to push people from your life. In situations where you are not so sure, you can go to God in prayer and ask Him for direction. This will ease your mind and open you up to new possibilities. You will begin to see that your close friend in a whole new light. As it is commonly said, too much familiarity breeds contempt. It is possible that you have become so close to this person that you do not recognize their finer qualities. They might even possess all the qualities that you are searching for in a man or woman. You do not need to continue stressing yourself when God has provided you with the one that will love and cherish you all the days of your life. Just see your situation as God blocking every wrong path and leaving you just the right one. That is to tell you that God does not want you to miss it in the choice of a life partner. He's deliberately shutting those doors, and He will leave just this one open. When you find yourself in this kind of position or situation, there's nothing to worry or be confused about. At the beginning, it may seem awkward, but you can be sure that things will work out gradually and very smoothly once you cross that first bridge. If you feel God is leading you in this direction, pray about it and take a bold step. Do not wait for it forever or take for granted that that person will always be around. Give up your lofty dreams and irrational expectations. All of those will yield nothing for you in the end. Forget about Prince Charming coming to rescue the damsel in distress or any other fantasies that you might have made up in your head. This is reality, and many fail to realize that marriage is not just about the butterflies. When there are no more butterflies and the feeling of love that kept you in a state of ecstasy is no longer there, it is the kind of friendship that you have with your partner that will determine how far you go in that relationship or how strong it will be. If you have been close friends before, then it will be easier and better. Stop looking around for what is not lost and open your eyes to the person God has placed before you. Number 2, they understand your purpose and fit into it. Beyond the euphoria and the butterflies in your belly, there are many other things that you should consider before popping the question or saying, "I do." Life is a journey, and whoever you get married to will determine if that journey will be pleasurable or not, or whether there will be fallouts along the road. We sometimes get carried away when we come across new people that happen to interest us. Perhaps you have this close friend of yours who understands you and you agree on different issues. The fact that you are friends and got close means that you share the same values. It means you see things in the same light. A friend is a reflection of who you are. If you have this level of understanding, then you will do better in a relationship. Many keep making this mistake of searching for love in the wrong places. We have so much allowed movies and fictional novels define our perception of who the right partner should be and what true love really means. As such, many tend to focus on transient things. They focus on feeling that will not last or stand the test of time. Instead of sticking with reality, they are stuck up with an unrealistic idol in their heart. It has been said time and over again that you should marry your friend. Go for someone who understands you, who knows you intimately, has seen your faults and failings and is still right there with you. Go for someone who knows your purpose and encourages you to go for it. Someone who pushes you beyond what you think is your limit. Someone you can easily call a teammate. Many of us have people like this in our lives and just take them for granted that they will be there forever regardless of who we marry. But marriage changes a lot of things. Aside that, what else do you desire in a partner that you cannot find with this person? It makes your whole journey a lot easier. You share friendship, companionship added with the advantage that you are both fulfilling your life's purposes while at it. Number 3, they are single as well. Have you ever wondered why that very close friend of yours is not in a relationship? Or has it ever crossed your mind that what they have for you goes beyond mere friendship? If God wants something for you, He will not make the process difficult and complicated. Maybe you did not realize it before, but that close friend might actually be in love with you. They're only waiting for you to come around and notice them. Most times, they would just stay silently in the corner watching you as you try your hands at different relationships, as you complain about your heartbreaks and all. You have probably seen the look on their faces, the expression in their eyes, but just overlooked it. If you are lucky, they might just come up plain and tell you. That might be the eye-opener that you need to see that God has actually planted this person in your life for more than just friendship. Sometimes it does not work that way, and it would be you who has to take the first step. The important thing here is that there is an opening for you to step in. If the person was in a relationship, then it is a different case altogether. If your friend has been single just like you, they might as well be the answers to your prayers. Number 4, most people think you are good together. In some cases, both of you might be so blind to each other that it takes the opinions of others to open your eyes. When people start to suggest that you are good together, you should be a couple, or conclude that you are already one. It could be that they are seeing things that you are not seeing. They must have noticed a connection between the two of you that you both may have never thought about. People's opinions might not always be correct, and you should not be led on based on what others think is right or not right for you. However, you may consider their opinions and take it as a sign from God and pray about it. If there is such a consensus on the same issue, such that you have your family members, your friends, and people around you saying the same thing, maybe you have the answer right there. You should totally be with that close friend of yours.